The first step to loving yourself is to get to know yourself. I think um, being in love with yourself, having a relationship with yourself is just exactly like how you would cultivate relationships in real life, right? You make friends, you make acquaintances, platonic or even romantic relationships. You have to get to know the other person first. You don't just wake up knowing who you are as a person, because who you are inside and who you're perceived, who you want to be, who you were in the past, they're all different concepts, right? I think to love yourself is to get to know yourself at the moment, in the present, who you are right now. I used to think like self-help and all those discipline videos I was watching would help me, and like I would wake up and trying to set a routine for me, work out, be productive, and try to be a better version of myself, right? But that only got me so far. I got burned out really quick, and I realized, and that the mindset that I was in at the time was just that, oh, like the version I am right now is terrible. The version I was in the past is terrible. I don't want to be like this. I want to be better. It's a lot of destructive criticism that I'm putting on myself, a lot of shame, a lot of embarrassment, a lot of jealousy, like when I'm comparing myself to others and I'm not good enough. And I don't think that's healthy. That's why you gotta get to know yourself. You gotta get to know every part of yourself, your habits, your emotional response, how you cope with things, how you respond to things, your thought process, problem solving process, everything. It's not just hobby. It's not just to try new things, find out what you like. I think you have to actually sit with yourself. Um, Try not to bring it up too much. When I realized that hating my past, hating my present, hating the person I've turned out, is just not a good way to improve your life. I started focusing on my current version right now, trying to get to know myself. And I think I'm doing pretty good. This past year has been a year of self-discovery, new experiences, new people, new neural pathways. I love it. A lot of ups and downs, mostly downs, but that just makes ups much better. I've figured out my habits. I've learned a lot about myself. Yeah, I've learned that I love dancing. I love talking, which is weird because I've always been shy and very easily embarrassed. Very introverted, but that was just me keeping all my thoughts inside my head. And then I was just overthinking the shit out of it. Like, it did not help. So I realized I have to talk out loud about my problems if I want them solved, if I want to get the gears in my brains moving. And problem solve, that's one of the ways I problem solve. I have to speak it out loud, like speak to myself sometimes. I've learned that I like drawing, like painting. I might not be very good. I've gone back into reading. I love reading mysteries. I actually have a book right here with me. Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. It's actually pretty good so far. I actually never read any Stephen King books. The only mysteries I've read before was it's a lot of the majority of it is by a Japanese author named Higashino Keigo. I still love his work, and I read them in English and Vietnamese. Anyways, one of the more shocking things I've learned about myself this year, that I might be a little bit extroverted, even though I don't look like it. I have a permanent sad face, not a bitch face, but a permanent sad face. So if I'm comfortable, I'm pouring my heart out. I'm just yapping away. And I've also realized a lot of flaws about myself. I overthink a lot. I overthink. I overreact sometimes. I get emotional very quick. I can't let the emotional side take over very fast. What else have I learned about myself that's bad? I carry a lot of shame. Even like right now when I'm talking to the camera and I'm just here by myself, literally like I chose the farthest spot away from people just to have the space to talk to myself, and I'm still scared of to talk to myself. Anyways, carry a lot of shame, a lot of jealousy, envy, a lot of judgment towards myself and others more than I want. But that's also part of getting to know yourself. You have to get to know the good and the bad side of yourself, right? And we're only human. So if you're finding more bad things than good things about yourself, that makes you very human. And that's the part that you have to accept too. No one's perfect. You can't be perfect. Don't let yourself. You have to be very honest to yourself. That's one of the things I've learned this year too. Be honest with yourself and others. Once I've gotten to know this current version of myself, I started thinking about the past versions, the ones in my young adults, my youth, my childhood, and I've learned that I have to accept those versions as well as part of me. They might not be here anymore, but like deep down, fragments of them are still here, right? Because that's kind of what shaped me into how I am today. I learned to forgive myself for the things that I didn't know better back then. I've learned to be more gentle with myself and not just beat myself up for the things that's already happened out of my control that I couldn't do nothing, like I could have done nothing with. Couldn't have done anything with. Anyways, it's the other way around too. Some points this year I've hated how I've become, and I wanted to go back to 2 or 3 years ago and make it better, do something different. But I also have to forgive myself, the current version of myself as well. There's no point beating yourself up over something that's already happened. My relationship with myself is very conflicting. It's also a process, right? In order to cultivate relationships with others, it takes time and energy and effort. Same thing with yourself. Anyways, the sun is setting soon, so it's getting a bit chilly. So I think I'm gonna wrap this video up. But all in all, I just want to say loving yourself is a lifelong process. It takes time and effort, just like loving anyone else. It's a commitment, and it's not linear, just like anything. I hope this video helped you in some way. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not an expert in anything, but it's just a reminder to be gentle to yourself, accept yourself, and you will be on your way to to loving yourself.